I want to make wondrous things. Things a dwarf and craftsman would appreciate. Oh, nothing, nothing. Remember, fantastical materials.
How do you feel knowing you murdered all those people because you were too arrogant to check your facts?
Ah.
Warm and fuzzy.
You're a terrible person, and your ears are clownish.
What? Who's juvenile now?
You're a terrible person, and your ears look clowny. Fantastic.
Certain matters of court must be decided.
Ah, so it's time to be judge. Oh, this is politics. I don't like this kind of politics. I like the easy ones. All right, let's try persuading. Look. Oh, shit. All right, that was more than I bargained for. Bloody hell. Alright, so many things that we've just done. Who are we talking to first? Save game. I guess let's talk to Wade and Heron to see if we can hand in some of the materials that we found.
You're back. You need anything?
I found an ore deposit.
Oh, this will help a great deal. Wade, the commander found a silverite deposit.
Armor and weapons could be made with this. I'll just get to it then. No one appreciates.
I appreciate. Come on, Wade.
Psst. Psst. Warden.
You wanted to talk with me?
Haren is content to let me craft away in obscurity under dreadful conditions. Never a care for the art of crafting.
Yes.
But you're not so dreadfully common.
Well, I certainly appreciate fine weapons and armor. That's for sure.
Exactly. I want to make wondrous things. Things a dwarf and craftsman would appreciate. If you come across any fantastical materials, could you perhaps visit old Wade?
Wade, what are you about?
Oh, nothing, nothing. Remember, fantastical materials.
Well, we found that weird wood stuff, right? Find exotic materials for weapons and armor. The armorsmith Wade promised that he would make something special if you can find him unique. Well, we did find some unique material. We found some weird special wood, heart of the wood or something, right?
Yes, Commander?
I found this ancient bark in the heart of a living tree.
Let me see.
By living, we mean
Oh, amazing.
living.
This might be heartwood.
What's heartwood?
I'm not exactly sure. The Dalish elves are so prickly about sharing. If I were allowed to experiment with this, I might be able to make a bow. Or a shield, yes. I can't do that right now, you understand. Here's a list of materials I need. They may be a trifle hard to come by, but you must get them.
Alright, so what's the list? Those blasted elves didn't write anything down, and the Dalish are positively unfriendly. I could use some oil to make the wood more malleable, some catgut string to string the bow or to make a handle for the shield, and a flawless ruby, always handy and certainly pretty. Oh, and I know, a Grandmaster lightning rune. Okay, so oil, catgut. We will find the stuff for you. Hey, Armus is back here.
Trade here is good. Thank you.
Okay, and Dworken Glavenak. Looks like a crazy person. Not being crazy.
You arranged for quite the welcome for us, didn't you, Commander? Not that I mind. Gave me a chance to do some proper testing.
Testing of what?
Explosives! The name is Dworken Glavenok. Some call me Dworken the Mad. That don't ruffle my beard, though.
Does look mad.
Have to be a little mad in my line of research.
Did you invent these explosives?
I developed these particular formulations. But it's the Kunari who perfected the art. That just gets in my craw. Sullen, ashen-skinned giants shouldn't be allowed to outsmart dwarves. So, I've been conducting experiments on lyrium sand and other volatile ingredients.
That sounds dangerous.
Aye, and that it is. Lost a cousin to it. And some apprentices. But a stable formula would put a Mesa herd on the Darkspawn. Let us retake some of our lost tags.
Okay, well, is there any way I can help?
If you got a mind to, aye. We used up all the explosives on those Darkspawn. I can make more, but I'm out of lyrium sand. Lyrium dust is all over the place, but that's too fine.
Okay.
Dust's good for fuses, but not the boom I'm looking for. With real lyrium sand, I can set the lads to work.
Normally, I think when it comes to explosive powders, it's the other way. You want it to be finer so it can all burn faster with higher surface area. Think. Science! Alright, well, you're in luck. I found some lyrium sand.
Wonderful.
I
We
don't
can
remember
start
where.
making more explosives.
Warden, before you let my brother blow himself to little bitsies, tell him to be careful.
Don't listen to Voldrick. I know what I'm about.
And how many apprentices have you lost? 3? No, 4?
We'll know the risks. If we succeed, our names will go down in history.
Well, your brother is right. You're no use to anyone if you're dead.
Fine. We'll be safe. Happy now, Voldrick?
Yes.
Thanks for your help. Please, take these. Use them to give those beasties a what for.
Oh, Dworkin's safe explosives. Okay. Alright, well, let's just chuck that down on the action bar and give someone a blowing up at some stage. Okay, so... a few more people to talk to here. How about you, Voldrick?
Warden, I did warn you about the stone in these parts. Human masons will use whatever's at hand, but for proper walls, you need proper stone.
Yes, obviously. Go on.
The nearest quarry has some miserable slate nonsense. I need proper granite. The darker the better. I don't suppose, you know, in your travels...
We did. The Wending Wood has some granite. We found that.
Splendid. But I can't risk my men to Darkspawn attacks. You'll have to send soldiers to secure the site.
How important is this?
You can't neglect your stronghold. If the Vigil falls, where would that leave your lands? Merchants and farmers aren't much against an army of Darkspawn.
Fine, you'll have your guards.
Thank you, Commander. The Vigil will not fall, I swear it.
Sure, there's consequences to some of these decisions. Yeah.
So you
Definitely.
not only gave up on killing the Grey Warden who murdered your father, you actually joined the Order.
Are you trying to pick a fight, Velanna? Baiting me like this is juvenile.
I just wanted to know how you felt.
How do you feel knowing you murdered all those people because you were too arrogant to check your facts?
Ah,
Warm and fuzzy.
You're a terrible person. And your ears are clownish.
What? Who's juvenile now?
you're a terrible person, and your ears look clowny. Fantastic. Alright, I'm guessing if we talk to that sergeant, that will take us down underground again to clear out the rest of the basement. Before we do that, let's continue with Velanna's joining. What about you, messenger person?
Seneschal Verrill has been looking for you.
Yep.
Please go to the throne room.
Okay, are there any messages for me?
Just give me a moment.
Salvage operation. Most of you have heard that the supply ship bound for the Vigil was wrecked. Our soldiers, yep, that's fine. Side mission, we'll clear that out at some point. New quest, day in court. So many side quests. Into the keep. Throne room. Let's talk to the Seneschal. Let's get Velanna, what's her name? Velanna joined.
Hey, Commander. We need to talk.
Of course, Ogren. No. Talk? Am I in trouble now?
Is my axe buried in your chest? No? Then you're not in trouble. It's something else. Dreams. You get them? Yeah, this is
yes.
a Grey Warden thing, huh? Why didn't anyone tell me?
Yes, I apologize. I should have warned you.
My dream, I saw one of those bloated, vomit-smeared brood mothers, and it had Hespeth's face. You remember Hespeth, don't you?
Yeah.
Rana was there and whispered, "It's time." And Hespeth screamed and 1,000 darkspawn burst from her.
Oh, ew.
Then the Darkspawn surrounded me and started talking, asking me if I would like lemon in my tea. And could I please teach them to read and write, and then one of them kept repeating, "Where's the baby?" And that's when I woke up.
That's not a Grey Warden dream.
Huh. I do get other dreams about Darkspawn, mostly shadows and murmuring, but nowhere scary. Thanks for listening, Commander.
No worries, Ogren approves. So I'm guessing we had Ogren at maximum approval in the last. Yeah, so he resets back to middle for Awakening. Alright, well, we'll eventually get everyone's rating back up again, and everyone wants to talk about something. Everyone really does want to talk. Let's talk to Seneschal Varel.
All rise. The Warden Commander and Liege Lord of all Amaranthine enters. I've held it off as long as I could, but you hold the right of high justice on your land. Certain matters of court must be decided.
Ah, so it's time to be judge. Okay, anything I should know before we proceed?
By custom, the claimants make their case to you. I'll advise you after, then you rule. The Seneschal of the Vigil can hold court as well, if the Arl commands it.
Okay, well, a little warning would have been nice.
There is a matter with Sir Temmerley that simply couldn't wait.
Alright, let's begin.
Be seated. The Warden Commander will first hear the matter of the Crown against the sheepherder Alec.
On behalf of the Crown, I submit that Alec stole 2 bushels of grain bound for the garrison in Amaranthine. When confronted by soldiers, he confessed. The punishment for theft from the Crown is death by hanging.
What say you, Alec?
My sheep were slaughtered by the Darkspawn. My family was starving. I asked for mercy. Commander, mercy.
The poor bugger. Had he stolen from anyone besides the Crown, he'd escape with a flogging.
Well, let's spin this and make it work for everyone. Join the army and your life will be spared and your family fed.
Thank you. Thank you.
The next matter is of a civil nature.
Easy.
Lady Liza Pacton is the sovereign of Tairns Down. She...
I prefer to speak for myself. The old Arl Rendenhar made certain promises to me. Some of these he committed to paper. I was given the right to the incomes of the Southern Bridge.
And what part did you take in Howe's conspiracies, Liza? To get such a fruitful prize? I am Sir Darren, and it is my land she seeks. Taken from me because I was one of the few nobles who stood against Turnlogan.
Commander, Sir Darren is an ally, and Amaranthine has precious few who support you wholeheartedly.
If there's any hope of persuading more nobles to your cause, you must be fair-minded.
Ooh. Okay, the document is German. Alhal's a traitor, so Darren keeps to his holding. We persuade. They say it's legal, Darren, but I swear I'll make it up to you. War is expensive. I claim... Dispute... Oh, so I can claim it? Barrel take over. Okay, so we can say Lady Liza keeps the land, or Alhel was a dick, and Sir Darren gets his stuff back. We say, look, it is legal. We'll make it up to him. That seems like the best balance, right? That will keep them both happy somewhat. Oh, this is politics. I don't like this kind of politics. I like the easy ones. All right, let's try persuading. Look, it's legal, Darren, but I swear I'll make this up to you.
My father built that bridge. But, very well. I place my trust in you.
The Commander has spoken. The matter is resolved. Bring in Sir Temmerley the Ox.
Sir Temmerley stands accused of a murder most foul. You and your men came upon Sir Tamra in the dead of night and did cravenly ambush her. You dare too much, Captain Garavel. I am noble-born and will not submit to your accusations. You are accused of murder, sir. My soldiers found you fleeing while Sir Tamra's blood was still hot. There's a great deal of traffic on the roads, not all of it human. And it's so dangerous at night. We were merely in a hurry to reach a nice, safe place. You mock this court with your denials. You have nothing, Captain. Release me, Commander. It's this common lout's word against mine.
You will recall Sir Tamra as the knight who warned us against the conspiracy. Sir Temmerley was a confederate of Alhal.
Well, this guy seems like a knob. Just because he's of noble birth, he thinks he's above everyone else and above the law. Okay. Is there really no more evidence against him?
Only some blood on their clothes. A sadly common sight on travelers these days. Besides that, nothing. The captain looked into the matter thoroughly.
Would he be innocent?
If he's innocent, I'm the Empress of Orlais. But it's possible, I suppose.
What would happen if we executed him?
There'd be some outrage. There's no love for the Ox, but he's a noble. With such scant evidence. But you are within your rights to execute him.
Oh, that's where... Okay, so that girl that warned us there was some kind of conspiracy afoot when we first got here, and she was going to find more evidence, and then she's mysteriously dead. This guy is loosely implicated. So we can say... I know what I need to decide.
What is your will?
Alright then. Let's imprison him during our very, very long investigation.
What is the meaning of this? You can't do this!
Oh, but the commander very much can.
Yes.
This session of the Arling's court is over. And Maker, help me. I hope the next one is easier than this.
Oh, shit. Alright, that was more than I bargained for. Bloody hell. I hope that the guy who was loyal to us, we can actually give him something in return. Hope that doesn't blow up in our face, because he was doing good things. He was loyal to the Wardens and against Loghain. Hate Loghain. But we've got to keep the nobles happy so they support us as well. And a Shell Veril.
Commander.
Another wishes to undertake the joining.
I hope they fare better than Sir Myrin. I'll make the preparations. From this moment forth, Velanna, you are a Grey Warden.
Then let it be.
I'm assuming she survives. Should take bets. Should pause and take bets. Yeah.
She yet draws breath, Commander. She will recover.
Very good. All Wardens. Okay. Quest complete. Oof. So many discussions to be had here. Alright, Mr. Woolsey, what do you want?
I do not know where you found them. The Qunari seems especially dubious. But the Vigil's market is busy once again. This will certainly aid in our upcoming efforts. With the surplus in the treasury, I took the liberty of getting you this. Well done, Commander.
Thanks. Ooh, stack of cash. We'll take it. Thank you very much. Oh, that looks like the dragon egg. No, is that the dragon egg that we got before? Or is that still in our inventory? Fresh dragon egg is still here. Anything with it? Alright, Velanna, how you feeling?
It is unsettling, sleeping under this ceiling.
That's right, because she's Dalish. She's used to sleeping in the forest. Okay, Anders, you want to talk about something? What's up?
So what would you do if you didn't have to be a Grey Warden?
Strange question to ask out of the blue.
Is it? You've never thought about it? Does nobody ever leave the Wardens?
Well, are you planning on leaving?
It's just a question. There are worse things to be, I guess. I've never liked the idea of being trapped somewhere, to be honest. It reminds me of the Circle. After my 7th escape attempt, you'd think they'd have given me credit for trying.
7 escape attempts.
I got really good at escaping the tower. Just never good at staying escaped. Until now, I suppose. The only thing I ever missed about the Circle was that cat, to be honest.
Ah, and now you have a new one.
So I do. How are you doing in there, Sir Bouncer Lord? Ha! You'll be a fine mouser yet. Can cats be Grey Wardens?
Alright, thanks for the chat, Anders. What about Nathaniel?
You know, I'm actually not the first How to be a Grey Warden.
Ooh. So you're carrying on in the family tradition then?
Following in my grandfather's footsteps, more like. His name was Padric Howe. He joined the Order before it returned to Ferelden just after the war. Never contacted his family again. Just vanished. Now that I know about the joining, I think he died.
Oh, okay. And the Howes were never told?
Told what? The joining is a secret. Father always said he was a horrible man for abandoning the family to join a pointless cause. I grew up ashamed of my grandfather.
Right.
But now I see his bravery.
Yep.
That will take some getting used to.
Yes, and your father was a dick. Yes. Yes, that's right, exactly. He was a dick. The only shame was your father's, not your grandfather's.
My father often forgot that nobility has another meaning. I told you that the bow you gave me was my grandfather's, didn't I? Thank you for that. At any rate, we should probably get back to it. There are darkspawn to kill, I'll bet. Somewhere.
Probably. Oh, Nathaniel's got a buff. Oh. Alright, how are we doing for inventory? A little bit stacked. Let's just clear a couple of pieces out and then we'll go back outside.
The soldiers have kept the pilgrim's path clear despite everything that's going on. Merchant caravans are coming this way regularly. I have some new stock you might be interested in.
Alright, let me see what you have. Anything good, though, like skill books and stuff. Yeah, got some rune tracing recipes. Cap of the Nimble. A bad cap, but still not as good for our build as what we already have. Check out your wares another day. For now, let me sell a few pieces that I don't need. What I need to do, really, is store some stuff. A lot of this stuff is decent. Where's our storage? Do we have a storage chest? Yes. Let's chuck a few things in here. Then I can sort it out later. Bad, we'll hold on to that for the moment. Store that, store that, store that, store that, store that, store that. Oh, and pour a few pieces there. Alright, that'll do us for now. Let's carry on outside, please. Alright, I like our mage party. So, Anders, Velanna, Daniel. Groovy. Everyone got your buffs on? Looks like it. We look at the statue.
You know, Nathaniel, you're just...
I should hate her, but I don't. I can respect a woman who fights for freedom and justice.
She's human.
I can look past petty hatred when I have reason to. She freed the elven slaves. Funny, isn't it? Andraste fought a tyrannical empire, only to have her followers become one themselves.
Okay. Well, I don't actually know much about the Chantry.
Really? They don't open your head and pour some Andrastian draft into your skull at birth?
No, because that would likely kill us.
And that would be a pity, wouldn't it? People with power never fail to abuse it. Even those with good intentions.
And wouldn't it be the same if the Dalish had power?
No! I seek justice for my people, and... that is all. We would not be like... I wish to end this conversation. Let us be on our way.
Aha, I got you. Oh, she did approve, though, so that's good. I missed the banter that Anders was going to say to Nathaniel. Oh well, there'll be more.